see who rules the skies in today's battle. It's the Atlanta Falcons and the Philadelphia Eagles. All that and more coming up next.
Opened back in 2003. Have a look at the Lincoln Financial Field, where 70,000 are rocking and ready to go in Philadelphia. Today we've got a solid matchup in store in the NFC, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. Leading them out is their 6'2 quarterback, who was a fourth-round pick back in 2012, Kirk Cousins.
And one nice thing you can always say about Kirk Cousins is that he's consistent. Always puts up nice numbers each and every year. If there is a downside to his game, it's been the lack of playoff success. All in all, though, formidable starting quarterback at a time in the league where it's tough to find your franchise guy.
Cousins now on second down. Washington's got it. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
On 4th down, Bradley Pinion on to punt for the Falcons. Britton Covey deep for Philadelphia. This is taken at the 18. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. Throwing is Hurts. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's got Smith here. That he's brought down short. 2 yards there. Needed 4.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Escaping the pressure right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. They start on the ground with Robinson here. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense, rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Cousins now to throw on 1st down. Going for Kyle Pitts again. He's got him again. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
It's a gain of 17 yards. 1st down, Falcons.
First down. Here's Cousins. And this is caught at the 8. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. To the air again. It's Cousins. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. Second down and a run by Robinson. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to third and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up third.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Koo knocks this one through the post, and the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. Well, both teams kind of feeling each other out here, and now after 3 drives, we have a score with that field goal.
Yeah, they're still waiting for their breakout drive to come to them, all right? They're using the playbook well. They're looking for that extra section that says touchdowns instead of field goals, but they'll take the 3 for now and try and get set up for more later.
And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. So back onto the field here come the Eagles for their second drive. They're coming off a 4th down gamble that last drive that backfired CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they want to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on 4th down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Play action. Here's Hurts. Flush to his right. And his throw here's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Here's Hurts to throw. Flushed out right. And his throw is incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Hurts sets up to throw it. Sliding out of the pocket to Barkley on the check down. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down. And Hurts not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it here. Eluding the pressure right. There's a short one caught by Uzama. And it was a stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. On first down, Hurts escaping the pressure right. There's a short one caught by Uzama. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
They find some open field here. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. yards on the pickup there and a first.
So that's what that elbow by ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
King, Phil King, Phil King.
A first down carry for Barkley. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. Flush to his right. And he's got it. And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
And coming into this ball game, this was an offense that wasn't just talking about the notion of ball control. They were preaching it. They wanted to win the time of possession battle, and they've done so here. This drive's taken up quite a bit of the first quarter. Now,
oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it. Dancing to his left. And he's going to get into the end zone. So the fake spike works, and they score. Jalen Hurts, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first quarter lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. He takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. Atlanta now coming out on the field. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short.
There he goes, right side. Down to the 10. Touchdown, Falcons. Drake London, 74 yards. And the Falcons are able to move back in front. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is now 10-7. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One-play drive and into the end zone for 6. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Good drive last time, really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball. Yeah, I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
25 yards that time.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Hurts. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only 1st down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Now 2nd quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd down and 8. A handoff to Barkley. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 40 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point.
Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
Now here's a pass on 1st down. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
2nd down, here's Hurts. Rolling to his right. This is Smith with a grab. And that's going to be good for another 1st down. as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 17-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. Buying time to his left. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Good hands there defensively. That's 2nd down.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Zach Boyd coming in from that outside linebacker spot, and he buries him for a loss of 7. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And got his man complete. Still going inside the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Darnell Mooney, 89 yards, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This taken in right around the goal line.
The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field.
A big mistake last time they were on the field, tossing that interception inside the red zone and really taking away what had been a pretty successful drive up to that point.
Yeah, and I don't think there's any question about it. As they head out on the field for this drive, that whole offensive unit is just thinking redemption. They moved it really well, didn't pay it off. This time, they want to make sure that ball ends up in the end zone, and they're the ones possessing it.
Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10. At the 23-yard line.
They'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll be out right at the 35. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Here's a give to Barkley. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Second down, here's Barkley again.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
52 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
A couple of 1st downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Again, it's Barkley. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a 1st down himself.
Eluding the pressure right.
Oh, and his his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were in the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Meanwhile, Cousins throw taken in by London. Now inside the 25. Drake London. Touchdown, Falcons. Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now on the afternoon. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This taken in at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Oh, he fakes a spike. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go play action with Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. But it's caught on the right side at Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Hey, easy, 63, back.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and long.
63. Hey, let's go.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. He opted to go with his scramble. Gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
Eluding the pressure right. There's a short one caught by Uzama, and he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th, and the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. On 1st and 10, Cousins.
That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Cousins now on 2nd down.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
That's well done defensively. They get the pressure they needed on third down. All the receivers are locked up tight, and they force that quarterback to just throw it away.
He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need him right now because they're trying.
He's got a man complete.
Down the right sideline.
Uses the spin. Touchdown, Eagles. Saquon Barkley, 79 yards.
And the Eagles are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
The football will come out to the 25 as McLeod will not return it. The Falcons offense set to go.
It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
That is caught, and he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 33. 23 yards on the play. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Cousins now to throw on first down. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Throwing, Cousins. Over the middle, caught by London. They'll give him 4 yards there, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt.
Koo knocks this one through the post,
and that will extend their lead even further. So a big play before the end of the half to get them into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So we've reached the intermission, and what right now is a 13.
A happy sight for a lot of these fans. We're jumping right over halftime and getting back into the action.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And it's a pretty good return here as they'll get this up to the 29. The Eagles ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. And Charles, some things to like about that first half. Ultimately trailing here, but certainly this deficit is manageable. So curious to see what adjustments they may have made at intermission.
As am I, because I think things bode well for possible comeback, because I thought a lot of their best reps in the first half came through the passing game. They were hitting the open receivers, taking whatever the coverage gave them and making it work well for themselves. Now, they just want to pick up the pace of scoring a little bit. So I expect them to come out and continue to throw the ball effectively.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts.
Steps away to his left. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense.
I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, here's a classic second guess. I thought he had a better chance of a positive play if he just ran it himself. The coverage downfield was really good. That one falls incomplete.
Throwing is Hurts.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Grady Jarrett able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
And keep in mind, in addition to the 2 sacks that he now has, CD, he's also had a couple of quarterback hurries. He's been very disruptive.
To put it mildly, and it reminds me of the time I asked an offensive tackle who struggled like this in a game. He said he was telling the coach, hey, what do you want me to do? This guy's just eating me alive. And the coach finally just looked at him and said, apply.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley, his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Eagles are back within a score. Hurts will throw.
And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
First down, here's Cousins.
This one into the hands of Pitts.
Shreds him with a stiff arm. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 49 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Cousins throw into the hands of Pitts here.
And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. From the red zone now, Cousins.
He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And the Falcons are going to be set up with a first and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time.
They'll run with Robinson.
And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse.
That ball is caught. It's London for the Atlanta touchdown.
The 3-yard touchdown pass.
And the Falcons go up by 2 touchdowns.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays.
And it was finished off by a touchdown catch from Drake London. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play the same tempo, and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
Flush to his right. This is Smith to the ground.
Now he's free at the 35. Devontae Smith. Touchdown. Devontae Smith. 84 yards. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score.
Partner, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
Rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
As we prepared for these games, we've noticed offensive coordinators have had an expanded playbook on two-point conversion tries because they never know when they may have to use it during a game.
But that also means the defense probably has more for these situations too, right?
No doubt about it. I think for the most part, defenses will be aggressive on two-point tries. They want to get after the offense and make them force the issue.
And here the defense wins. A first down throw for Cousins.
Into the hands of London.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Robinson up the middle.
And now the rookie's free.
Inside the 20.
And did he get in? No, down at the 1-yard line.
86 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
He had been held in check. Now he breaks that big run. Shows the explosiveness we all knew was there.
All right, tell the truth now. You knew it was just a matter of time, didn't it? We've seen this so many times from him. Hold him down, and then breaks out.
Robinson. Touchdown, Falcons.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. It's Devontae Smith and the Eagles ready to go on offense.
And now he's inching closer to a 200-yard game. He's been so solid.
And he's really denting the pride of the guys playing defense, too, because there's certain barriers that you just don't want to give up. You never want to give up a 100-yard rusher, a 100-yard receiver. He's closing in on 200 yards. Wow, that's a really big game.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8.
2nd down, 8 to go from the 28. Hurts. Trying to find Barkley on the out route, and he's got it.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
They've shown they had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
A.J. Terrell coming up to make the play. Now a 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
They'll go to Barkley again. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Here's Hurts to throw.
They'll roll him out right. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Barkley, inside handoff. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
Flushed out right. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. They'll Getting open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. They go play action with Hurts. He'll buy some time right. And this one complete to Smith. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a second and short. Up the middle with Barkley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he will have the first down at about the 21-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. Open man is Uzama. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that will bring up 2nd down. Hurts sets up to throw it. Sliding out of the pocket. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
It's been a nice day for him as a passer and as a runner. One of the few mistakes he's made in this ballgame. The wrong choice on that one. That one goes incomplete.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, no surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. But the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver and helped prevent that completion.
Flush to his right.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Hey, 73, 73. Well done.
Barkley is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Just power football there. Down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
And this is going to be caught, so they do get it. And the 2 points, now they're back down to a 1-score deficit. And that almost makes it a brand-new ballgame. Now it's a 1-score affair after they get the 2.
And you have to know they were holding their breath on the 2-point play because they had to have it to get it within the range that you just talked about. Dialed up their 2-point play. It worked. Now they're feeling like they've got a shot at this one.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. So both offenses come to life here in this third quarter as this is shaping up. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Here's Cousins. On the slant, he finds Washington. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
The result only... Now Cousins. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Nolan Smith, the outside linebacker, dropping him for a loss of 6. On 3rd down, Cousins. Under pressure, and they get it to him again. Nolan Smith, 2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up fourth down. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Eagles set and ready for their next offensive drive. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession.
Rolling to his right. And that is incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them to completion.
2nd down. Here's Hurts.
Flushed out right.
And Hurts is intercepted. His 3rd of the game. Picked up by Richie Grant.
And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got it.
Touchdown, Falcons! Darnell Mooney with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter.
Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point.
And the lead is up to 14. A nice tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only 1 play to score it.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Now, they may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
73.
They'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right.
Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Disrupting that play and dropping him was Arnold Ebiketie.
Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12.
63. No touch.
On play action, they'll throw. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. His big day receiving just keeps getting bigger. He's over 200 yards now on the afternoon.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
Being chased out left. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I do think it's fair to say they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on 1st down. But give them credit, they recovered in time to deny him the 1st down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
87 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here.
Throwing is Hurts.
Eluding the pressure right.
That one complete down the field to Smith.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there, 21 yards. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now Saquon Barkley. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
Another try for Barkley. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Saquon Barkley taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Eagles have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Elliott good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. The touchdown. Here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. We'll get another look at Drake London as this offense returns to the field. So far, he has the trio of touchdowns. Obviously, it's been a pretty good game for him.
So if this were hockey, they'd be throwing their hats out on the ice for the hat trick, right? I'm not sure exactly what you do in the NFL except applaud and continue to hope you see a little bit more of this. What a tremendous game.
You want to start a new tradition? What can we throw on the field?
No,
throw your mic out there.
A lot of fans would like that. Cut his mic off.
3 touchdowns so far.
Robinson gets the toss on the right side.
Gets it up around the 22, but no further. Did flash the fancy footwork, but not much to show for it. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Cousins. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes. Nolan Smith getting him once again. His 3rd sack of the afternoon. Here's Bradley Pinion now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taken right around the 44. Call it an even 40-yard punt. 7, though, on the return. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over.
Hurts and the Eagles now down by 7. 2 minutes, 30 seconds to play. They'll have 2 timeouts and, of course, also the 2-minute warning as they go to work on first down. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. Escaping the pressure right. That's caught by his tight end, Uzana. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by touchdown here in the field. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset.
Just the 1 timeout remaining as they try to navigate this 2-minute drill. 1st and 10.
He'll buy some time right. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10.
These are running back numbers that he's accumulated right now. Received double-digit carries and has rewarded them by breaking the century mark in rushing, in addition to what he's done through the air. Definitely MVP caliber football we're witnessing.
They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown.
Jalen Hurts finding A.J. Brown. And the Eagles are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Hurts will throw.
Flushed out right. And it is caught. They got the 2 points, and with it, they've taken the lead. Well, they had guts to go for that, and they got it. Now, if you're the defense, you feel some major pressure, don't you?
Well, they put it on you, haven't they? They've told you you are the unit they believe in. We'll find out now if they can make it hold up. But, boy, just going for it in that spot.
I know, right?
Amazing.
But now the attention on the Falcons offense. Trailing by 1 after the 2-point conversion. A little under 1:50 remaining. They've surrendered a double-digit lead, but can rescue themselves late as they come up on first down.
Finding Washington.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
That gets them the first down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
Cousins. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
Now Cousins. down. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. That one looks like he'll throw here. Forced out to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. Falcons going to use their third and final timeout as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play.
Off the play fake. Here's Hurts.
Eluding the pressure right. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Late game, that hurts. Take the touchdown off the board.
No doubt about it, and this is where you make a great movie scene, right? Go in, rally the team. Okay, we lost points there. Let's get it back and go out and score again. Can he get it done?
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
Partner, even I can figure out who deserves the lion's share of credit for their lead right now because he has been terrific in a dual threat role, really chewing up yardage and getting them points with his legs. Simply put, that defense has had no way of stopping him, and that's why his side is on top.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Eagles are winners here as we say so long from Philadelphia.